Imagine a world without the gentle hum of bees. No more buzzing from flower to flower, no more honey to sweeten our food. It might seem peaceful at first, but this silence would signal a catastrophe. Bees, those tiny creatures we often take for granted, are vital to our planet and our survival. Bees are not just honey makers, they are nature's most efficient pollinators. As they move from blossom to blossom, collecting nectar, they carry pollen on their furry bodies. This pollen transfer is essential for plants to produce fruits, vegetables, and seeds. Without bees, our world would change drastically, and not for the better. Imagine walking through a supermarket with empty shelves. No more apples, berries, or almonds. Coffee and chocolate would become luxury items, if we could even find them. This is the stark reality we face if we lose our bees. The disappearance of bees would leave a gaping hole in our food supply, but the consequences go far beyond our dinner plates. The impact on our diets would be immediate and severe. Fruits like strawberries, blueberries, and cherries rely heavily on bee pollination. Vegetables like cucumbers, tomatoes, and avocados would also become scarce. Even our morning coffee would be at risk, as coffee plants depend on bees for pollination. Without bees, the cost of remaining fruits and vegetables would skyrocket. The variety in our diets would plummet, leaving us with limited and expensive options. This would disproportionately affect low-income communities, leading to nutritional deficiencies and health problems. The economic impact of losing bees is staggering. The global food industry depends on bees for over $170 billion worth of pollination services annually. Farmers would face devastating losses and entire agricultural sectors could collapse. But the consequences extend far beyond our plates and wallets. The loss of bees would trigger a domino effect throughout the ecosystem. Wildflowers that rely on bees for pollination would dwindle, impacting the food sources of other insects and animals. Birds that depend on insect-eating bees would find their food supply diminished. The delicate balance of our ecosystems would be thrown into disarray. Biodiversity would decline, making our planet more vulnerable to pests, diseases, and climate change. We are intricately connected to the natural world, and the loss of bees would be felt across the web of life. Some argue that we could rely on manual pollination using paintbrushes or even drones to transfer pollen. But this is a labor-intensive and costly alternative, unable to replicate the scale and efficiency of natural pollination. The good news is that we can all play a part in saving bees. By understanding the threats they face and taking simple actions, we can help protect these vital pollinators. One of the biggest threats to bees is the use of pesticides. These chemicals, designed to kill pests, can also harm bees. By choosing organic produce whenever possible and reducing pesticide use in our gardens, we can create safer environments for bees to thrive. We can also create bee-friendly habitats by planting a variety of flowering plants in our gardens and communities. Native wildflowers in particular provide bees with essential food sources. Supporting local beekeepers by buying local honey and beeswax products also helps sustain healthy bee populations. The future of our food, our ecosystems, and our planet depends on the survival of bees. Let's all do our part to protect these tiny but mighty creatures.